Hello, Soul Healers, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I'm your host to the universe, Chrisotpher Witecki. I'm also the host at soulgarden.me, the most loving space on the internet. Come on down, we got office hours. We are now casting, by the way. If you've got a spiritual talent or product you want to work with us on, we're totally fair business. Come on and email us at casting@soulgarden.me. And we're trying to unite the light. Come join my Unite the Light Club. We're going to start talking about what is important, all down at the mothership. Now, we are working on a lot emotionally. That is the big topic for planet Earth, emotionally. Our emotional state of awareness, one of the 12 states of awareness. So everyone on Earth shares emotional growth and at the same time has another lesson. Now, for Virgos, you are going through your emotions, but you're also reformulating where you feel you belong. In fact, that's how Virgos determine where they belong, by how they feel. So something feels right or doesn't feel right. And that often is how Virgo healers get their call of duty. I feel like I should be there, and boom, you're the only one that knows how to deliver a baby, right? That's how it all works. However, here is the little misfit of the problem. If you are an emotional baby, then your emotions are not leading you to where you belong. Your emotions are leading you to lessons about being an emotional baby. So we must manage our emotions on the one hand and manage where we feel we belong on the other, and that is the challenge of the month. Now, in the first chapter, we were looking to relieve emotional contexts that don't serve us. I don't want to be the bad girl out in public anymore. I don't want to be the hero all the time when I go to a party. I don't want to be the drunk that ends up getting, towing his car. Emotional context is you're going out feeling like a victim, and so you're justifying the end. Or even social, like I look like the jackass, or I'm tired of always being the one that has to pick up the check. Whatever that was, getting rid of emotional context or social context that don't serve us. In chapter 2 last week, I was like, okay, let's explore and shop. And last week was up and down with the energies. We had the 4th of July. And in this up and down, bobbing water, what kind of life do I feel like I belong in? And where really are my emotions? Here I'm a baby, here I'm an adult, da-da-da. So last week was an exploration week, a weird week, a bizarre week. Kind of felt like we're all on vacation. This week, we will test one of these inner tubes out. It is time to stand and swim in an emotional context that you feel like is going to work. In other words, time to go ahead and try a way of emotionally approaching yourself. And second, therefore, approach the world a certain way. And it will work or not work. We shall see. On Monday, Mars rules the day, which means it's time to take action and step into that inner tube, or go ahead and get in the floaties, okay? So go ahead and try, step. This may mean stepping away from friends or stepping away from reputations or contexts. This may mean stepping into the boat, stepping onto the plane, etc. But it is action. When we don't use the action, it creates anxiety, so caution to that. And in your case on Monday, a high chance of anxiety because the moon is crossing over Uranus. What this does is force you to have a leap of inner trust and faith before you try to make that leap of inner trust and faith or outer trust and faith. So there will be at some point in the day, before or after, depending on how you cast your lessons. Some souls have the inner trust and then they jump. Some souls force themselves to jump and then they have the trust. Up to you, doesn't matter. Manifest as you enjoy it, but realize there's two on this particular day. On Tuesday, we are holding space. Hopefully you did some sort of innovation, you took some action, you told the universe you want to run for Congress or whatever it is, and now on Tuesday we are living with that truth and holding the space in that truth and feeling out that truth. The moon is still in Aries, so you are still sensitive, perhaps guarded, perhaps partly cloudy on Tuesday, a bit detached from the world. And I want to point out a Mars-Uranus opposition that will continue for some time. Mars in Libra, Uranus in Aries. What this is in you, on the one hand, there is Uranus in Aries, which means, hey, get used to having to change on the fly how you trust until further notice. You're going to be innovating your laws, your trust issues, your boundary issues until further notice. That's probably because you are coming into a whole new you with Virgo 2.0. You're coming to a whole new you with your new soul capital, which I'll talk about in a second. As a result, all the rules really do change, and unfortunately, you don't know till you get there. So that's what Uranus says. Then Mars in Libra says, okay, but you know what you're worth now, so get your astro moving and do it. Go try to get the raise. Go make the money. Go sell this. Go do it. Go, go, go. So there's pressure to go, go, go and build what you're worth, but at the same time, oh gosh, getting used to new boundaries, new trust, new ways of living, and that is going to be a tug of war that you feel, well, probably into August, frankly, even though it doesn't last that long. Then we move to Wednesday. Wednesday is a day of now emotionally holding space. This is the day where you go ahead and try to feel out what it feels like to be in this new way of relating to the world and this new way of relating to yourself when you go in the world. Your emotional self-relation and how you feel in the world. How does that work out? How do you feel in the world telling everyone you're now a registered nurse? How does it feel in the world saying you're an actress, not a waitress? How does it feel? So there's that part, and there's also when they laugh at you, how do you feel? How do you manage how you feel when they laugh at you? How do you deal with that? So both of the lessons of Wednesday. Plus, God gives us a beautiful little gift called a yod, which is triggered by a fast-moving moon in Aries and heading out of Aries, and Neptune in Pisces. And where does it point? Up to Mars in Libra. So what this comes down to, in very simple terms, is it's time to get your astro moving with Mars in Libra. You've got to move. You've got to act. You've got to push forward and not stop with the 2.0, with the raising your soul capital, with raising your self-esteem. So you really do need to just go out and put yourself on the market or do what you know you have to do. What's going to be behind you is this feeling of trust that you feel like you're doing the right thing, and basically your intuition, Neptune. So feeling that you can trust and your intuition, boom, just get your astro out there and put yourself on the market. That's the yod on Wednesday. On Thursday, things kind of get brighter. For one, the moon moves into Taurus, so it's not so behind the scenes anymore. You're more philosophical, you're self-reflective. Your emotions are looking for purpose. So this is that transit where you're like, what the hell did I go through that for 2 weeks ago? That's when the moon moves into Taurus. You start asking questions like that. So you're on that path. Jupiter also says, let's stretch out and try. So if you've gone out there feeling a new Virgo as a nurse or as a this or as a that, how's it feel? And what can you go? What can you get away with when you're in those feelings? What are restrictions when you're in those feelings? If you're going to go out in the world feeling not like the healer, but just like a random citizen, well then how does that feel? Is that working? So Thursday is an exploration of how that's working. And I also want to point out that you will be kind of sifting out fears all the while, okay, between trying to raise your prices and feel good about it. So, okay, I'm worth this, but it feels weird in society. Hey, I'm actually $500 an hour. Oh, feels weird in society. Those types of back and forth between raising your prices and how does it feel in society will go on for about 10 days, starting on Thursday. Then we get to Friday. Now, Friday is actually a breakdown day. Uranus rules the day, so there will be breakdown, but there will also be breakthrough. This is a day where maybe you did beta test this new version of you or the new business title or the new way of going out feeling solid, and it worked or didn't work. That's the breakdown or breakthrough. If this new direction you're heading with emotional shui, which is living in the moment emotionally and kind of using your emotional passion as the power of your manifestation, if it worked, fabulous, breakthrough, why? If it didn't work, fabulous, breakthrough, why not? All right? But Friday is kind of something or a pill you might have to take. The moon is in Taurus, so you're grounded. It's an earth sign, and you're philosophical. So hopefully you're taking it all in theory, all is in philosophy, not too seriously when the moon is accompanying in Taurus. Then on Saturday, Mercury rules the day, so it's breakthrough. If you didn't get it Friday, you should get it on Saturday. What are you getting? Well, for one, you're getting the way emotional response or emotional setups need to happen. For two, you're getting where you belong in life. I belong with these people. I don't belong dealing with that. I don't belong even wanting to have that emotional support. So you're working out your titleship. You're working out your where you belong. And you're getting more clarity to that and how it feels on Saturday. The moon also shifts into Gemini, so some point during the day, you're going to feel a burst of either a breakthrough of possibility and hope. On the one hand, as far as career is concerned, like, oh my gosh, I see so much possibility and hope. Or you might feel like, oh God, this career I'm on is horrible. Same lesson, really. But the moon crossing Jupiter is saying, think bigger, feel bigger when it comes to legacy and decisions. Don't assume you're limited to certain decisions. And so Saturday, you're feeling all of that and breaking through with where you feel like you belong. Then Sunday, it's Love Fest Day, the most powerful day of the month to feel, give, and receive love. We always tell all of our viewers, tell everyone you love that you love them. Come on down to the mothership. We'll love you there. I'll be GA texting love all day long if you're watched over by me. But it's because the moon crosses over Venus, so emotions are now ready to receive in a new capacity, if you allow yourself. So for you, this is about, hey, open up your possibilities with career and decisions. And then when you do that, oh my gosh, look at this. You can get a promotion over here. You can retitle yourself there. So you're going to feel, I think, new opportunity to succeed in career, succeed in legacy. This does include children. And this is you allowing yourself to receive outside of your own box, outside of your own confinements. And if you're not feeling like you're receiving it all, I would argue if you got a private reading, you probably need to explore your boxes that you put yourself in. But nonetheless, everyone feels love when the moon crosses Venus, so it should be a nice rainbow day regardless. All right, Virgos, that's all I got for the 7-day forecast, but I will see you again in 7 more. Have a great Love Fest day, and I'll see you back in 7. Live, love, be.